Okay, so this is done. Hide floating money. All right. So today we will see what is Google Search Console. Now, Google Search Console is a tool that will help us to monitor our website performance in front of Google. All right. So Google Search Console, or earlier this was known as Google Webmaster Tool. ठीक है, पहले इसको Google Webmaster Tool बोलते थे, but now we are saying this as the name has been changed to Google Search Console. All right, so let me just log in. Now, Google Search Console is a free platform for anyone with a website to monitor how Google view their website and optimize its organic presence. So, how is your experience with your website, how Google is seeing your website, that is something we will see in Google Search Console. And it's a free tool. It's a free tool that gives you a lot of information. The tool includes viewing of your referring domain. That means तुम्हारे डोमेन को कहां से रेफरल लिंक मिल रहा है, मोबाइल साइट परफॉर्मेंस, रिच सर्च रिजल्ट, हाईएस्ट ट्रैफिक क्वेरीज एंड पेजेस. मतलब कौन से पेज में तुम्हारा सबसे ज्यादा ट्रैफिक आ रहा है या कौन से कीवर्ड से सबसे ज्यादा ट्रैफिक आ रहा है, तुम ये सब चेक कर सकते हो. Whether your website is mobile optimized or not, that you can check. Whether your website, from where you are getting the referral links, that you can see using Google Search Console. So in short, this is a tool that will allow you to identify whether your website is Google friendly or search engine friendly or not. All right.
So just 1 minute. Is this Google Search Console? Is it for free or again it's a
free tool? It's a free tool. Yeah, Google Analytics and Google Search Console. These are the two tools that we see in Google in digital marketing. Both are free, and they give a lot of ideas. They will give you a lot of information about your website, how you can change your strategy and everything. Okay. So in this topic in this class we will cover how to add your website to Search Console. So first thing is that you need to have your own website, or you need to have access of your client website. So the first step, you have to submit your website to Google Search Console or Google Webmaster. So there is a process that we will follow. How to do that? I'll show it to you guys. Setting up owner, users, and permissions. How to give access the way. See, when I'll be taking your class, I will be giving you access for one of the project. Okay? So how you can set up owner, user, and what sort of permission you can give. Submitting a sitemap. What is a sitemap? It's a part of advanced SEO, but that will be different here. Then you will see robo.txt, which are the pages with highest search queries, or which are the pages which is driving the maximum traffic. Everything you will see here. All right. So let's start with the first thing, adding your website to Google Search Console. So to do this, you have to log into google.com/webmaster or Search Console. Now you need a Gmail ID to access this account. The way I have an account, I have access for Hotel Coral Digha. So it's a hotel in Digha. To set up the account, what you have to do is that you have to go to this property here, search for property and click on add property. Now, there are two types of method. One is domain verification. This is more of a tedious process. We don't do this. We go for a simple solution, URL prefix. This means you mention your website URL. So let's say my website URL www.vijaykumar.com. All right. The moment you add your website URL, here you will get an option to continue. So once you continue, it will ask, or it will verify your website. It will verify the property. That means when you said Vijay Kumar is my website, just by saying it's not going to happen. So there has to be an authentication process or verification process. So the verification process is you can download this HTML file and upload on your website. So this is the part of the developer, they will do it. If you have a WordPress website, you can, using two simple steps, you can verify your website using Search Console. Go to this HTML tag, mention your domain name, Now go to this HTML tag. Now copy this HTML code. Now once you copy this code, what you have to do is that you have to log into your website backend. So let's say I'm logging into client-side.in. So this process is only applicable when you have a WordPress website. All right. So let me log into my WordPress backend. Now see, we are logged into the WordPress backend. Now here, see, there is one plugin that we use called Header Footer Code Manager. So right now we are not using it here, but then you can use it. So the easiest process is you go to this appearance section. Now under this appearance, you have to go to theme editor. So you log into your WordPress website, you go to appearance and then theme editor. Now this verification code has to be placed between head open and head close tag. Now every website has two sections. One is header, second one is body. Now body section is what we are seeing. Header section is for search engine. So all the verification code, tracking code should be placed in the header section. All right. So you have to place this HTML, HTML tag on your website between head open and head close tag. So we are here, appearance, then theme editor. Now on the right hand side, we can see the theme files. Now here, you have to search for header.php. See, 404.php archive, comment, footer, header. Now we will go to this header.php section. Now once you go to this header.php section, as I said that you have to place this code between head open and head close tag. So see, this is a code that we are seeing. So in HTML language, this code has opened, all right, and this is the closing code. Now in between head open and head close tag, you have to paste that URL anywhere. So let me put an enter and let me paste the meta tag. Now once you do this, then you have to click on update file. Now once the update file is done, you have to go back to this platform and click on verify. Now Google will check whether this code, this verification code is present on that website that you have mentioned on. If Google says that information is present, yes, Google will show you the data. If the information gets mismatched, for example, Vijay Kumar website doesn't have this code, so Google will not show any data. So the process is, you need to ensure you need to have a WordPress website. Either it should be your own website, or if you are working for any client, your client should give you the website access so that you can put on these codes and everything. Got it? ये वाला part clear है यहाँ तक?
Yes, sir.
Any question? Anyone?
Sir, in case this kind of websites comes up, but the client doesn't have the access, when it doesn't have the password and the access code, then what will happen? How to?
There's no way to do it. We can't do anything in that case. If the client doesn't have the websites, then you have no other option. The second solution is that you have to create a new website and start the work. All right.
Okay.
So if the client doesn't have any backend, let's say cPanel or FTP or anything, then nobody can help you.
But sir, one thing more, in case if this website is not made in WordPress, it is made in other platform, then how to do it? And then it will be a different process altogether.
Yeah, in that case, again, you have to talk to the developer and give this code to them and ask them to develop it. See, you will be working as a digital marketer, not a website developer. Right. So nothing to be worried about. There are a lot of technicalities. Okay. So since WordPress backend is very easy, simple. This is why I have showed you. But then this is a part of development. The developer has to do it. All right. So let's say once the verification is done, then I'm just removing it for now. This is the sort of dashboard you will see. Google will start showing you data thereafter. From there onwards, Google will start showing you the data. Now here, you can see performance. Now, in last 3 months, how much clicks I got? 1434. Despite this lockdown, people are still clicking on my website. They're still searching. So we can see each and every issues. Coverage. While indexing, whether Google faced any issue or not, see 0 pages with error. That means all the pages are fine. Google is able to index properly. Enhancement, again, core websites. That means there are certain websites where you have to focus on the speed. Some of the pages are taking too much time to load. Mobile usability is fine. Breadcrumb, fine. Search site link. So we'll cover each and everything right now. Right? So this is how this step involves how to verify your website with Google Search Console, or how to submit your website to Google Search Console. This part is clear, or any question? Anyone?
So this is total clicks.
Yeah, this is the total click in last 3 months.
On per day it is showing.
Yeah, per day.
Okay. So this is what we call CTR.
This is called clicks. We'll see CTR and everything in the later stage.
Okay. Okay.
So anyone has any question? Now see, यहाँ पे दो चीज आ रहा है. Google search results and discover. Now can you tell me what is discover? Have you heard about this discover?
So I can guess.
Yeah.
I think it is the number of people who has actually logged into your website.
So the search results also.
Yes, SRP is the Google. When you're searching for similar kind of keywords, it has come down to this number of search. But the people out of that search, they have clicked into your website. This is the number? 3%.
No, basically, are you using Google Chrome on your mobile devices?
Yeah.
Do you use Google, or are you using an Android phone or iOS?
Android. I'm using
Android.
Google Chrome.
So whenever you open a tab, उसके नीचे में कुछ news वगैरह feed show करता है?
Whenever I open a tab?
Whenever you open a Google Chrome, जो web browser आता है, उसके नीचे में देखना, from mobile, you will see certain news, certain articles, certain feeds.
Articles are there.
That is called Google Discover feeds.
Okay.
All right. So Google is showing you the news based on your browsing behavior, based on your interest. तो जिसमें तुम्हारा interest है वही news देखोगे. So that is called Google Discover. And search results means when someone is going to Google search box, type in the keywords, and then they are coming to your website.
So Discover is only applicable for Android phone, I mean mobile phone.
iOS maybe if you are using Google Chrome as a browser, then you will see, or else not.
Oh, or in laptop or computer, I cannot discover.
You don't see that. This is usually behavioral-wise targeting that you see on mobile devices.
Okay.
All right. Now, so right now, so one part is how to verify or how to add your website with Search Console. We have seen this part. Now, go to the chat box and type in your email IDs, everyone. So I'll show you how to give access to everyone. So go to the search box, the chat box, and type in your email ID. Now, once you log into your Search Console, let me log in back, Google Search Console. So this is the property. Now, so we are seeing, we will see how to give access to someone using Google Search Console. See, on the left-hand side, we see a lot of option.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, in this, see URL inspection, search result, discover, coverage, and all that. So a lot of option is there. We have to go to this setting section. Go to the setting section. Now, user and permission. For example, I am showing as a user verified owner. So I have created the account. Now, you go to this particular section and click on add user. Now, copy the ID. Now, everyone should have a Gmail ID. If you don't have a Gmail ID, you won't be able to access this. So see, I have added your email ID and I can give you full or restricted access. So for our students, we always give restricted access because tomorrow, if you are the admin, you can remove me as well. So here, go to add user, restricted. Now, how to access this? You need to go to google.com/webmaster, log in with your Gmail ID, and you will be able to see this kind of dashboard. Can you just log in and check whether you have got the access or not? Go to google.com/webmaster and then
google.com/webmaster.
webmaster. One email ID is not found. ये देखो इसका email ID गड़बड़ है. Confirm this email ID.
Yeah, so now it is showing sign in. So should I have to sign in?
Sign in with your Gmail ID.
Yeah, I've already got the page.
So you can see the details, the dashboard and all that, right?
Yes,
ये वाला email ID confirm करो. ये email ID confirm करो. किसका है? Google is unable to locate the account.
Because
Google Webmaster
ये email ID किसका है?
कौन सा?
ये वाला. So see this one. You can see my screen, right? ये किसका email ID है? देखो तुम्हारा email ID confirm करो. It's showing wrong.
sir, so now we've logged into that page.
Okay, fine.
Sir? After going to this site, what can I do? Click Search Console.
Yes. Okay, leave it. Disha, I got it.
Yeah. Start. Yes, I can see performance, enhancement.
Now, as you can see how to give access to Google Search Console using this admin section. What are the various roles? Admin role, then you have a restricted role. So that is what you will see. Now in this performance section, let us go to the search result open report. Now in this open report, we can see total number of clicks, total impressions, average CTR, average position. Right? ये दिख रहा है सबको?
नहीं सर, कहाँ पर?
मेरा डैशबोर्ड देखो.
ये कहाँ से आया सर?
ये जो सर्च रिजल्ट्स है ना, यहाँ पे लेफ्ट साइड में सर्च रिजल्ट पे क्लिक करो. परफॉर्मेंस, उसके नीचे में सर्च रिजल्ट्स. Click on it. Now you will be able to see this data. By default, this tool will show you the data of 3 months. ठीक है? तुम चाहो तो you can change the date range to 6 months or 28 days, whatever. All right. 3 months है, मैं इससे पहले का 3 months के साथ कंपेयर करना चाहता हूँ. मतलब बिफोर मार्च आई वांट टू कंपेयर द डेटा जनवरी, फरवरी, मार्च. ठीक है, तो यू गो टू द कंपेयर सेक्शन एंड सेलेक्ट. So let us see. Can you see there is a comparison? In last 3 months we got 1.39 clicks. मतलब 1300 people clicked on the website. And उससे पहले के 3 months में around 5,000 people clicked on the website. Number of impressions 88,800. Now उससे पहले 1,76,000 people have seen my website. तो पहले का रिजल्ट अच्छा था, अभी का रिजल्ट खराब है. ये कंपेयर कर रहे हो? ये जो वाला रिजल्ट है, दैट इज शोइंग द रिजल्ट ऑफ अप्रैल, मई, जून. नाउ दिस रिजल्ट इज शोइंग फ्रॉम जनवरी, फरवरी, मार्च. ऑलराइट, तो जनवरी जो स्टार्टिंग का है तुम्हारा, जनवरी से मार्च तक का, दैट डेटा इज मच बेटर देन लास्ट 3 month डेटा. What do you think? Is it good?
No, sir.
No.
It's bad, right?
Yes.
But there has to be reason. So because of COVID situation, people are not traveling. And this hotel is Dekha.
Yeah, it was a lockdown, so no one could travel and actually.
Absolutely. But still, even though it's lockdown, people are searching. People are coming to my website. So don't you think that's an achievement?
Yes, sir. They might be booking for further, like after 6 months.
Maybe.
So might be.
Maybe that may happen and all that. But see, this is, so I'm just removing the compare section right now. We will just see the last 3 month data. Or else that will give you a clumsy look. Now, in this case, here, total clicks means how many people came to your website. In last 3 months, how many people have visited your website. Impressions means how many times your website appeared on Google search results. That means 88,000 times your website has appeared on Google search whenever the users are typing with certain keywords. अगर Google में कोई भी keyword से search कर रहा है, so what is impression? Let me go here. Is Digha safe for now when you type this word, so this is a keyword, right? ये देखो होटल कोरल का वेबसाइट सबसे ऊपर में आ रहा है. Alright, so this is called impressions. How many times your website has appeared in Google search result. ठीक है, and out of this how many people are visiting your website. तो यहाँ पे देखो एक ही बार आ रहा है होटल कोरल. ठीक है, now let me show you water sports in Dekha. If I type for water sports in Dekha, let me see hotel coral, ये 2 बार आ रहा है. So this is called impressions. Number of times your website appeared in Google search results. तो यहाँ पे 2 बार आ रहा है, तो impressions होगा 2. ठीक है. Now for example, if you are searching from your system, तुमको भी 2 बार रिजल्ट शो कर रहा है, 2 रिजल्ट शो कर रहा है. So 2 + 2 4. So number of times your website appear in Google search console, search results whenever someone is searching with a keyword. That is called impression. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now clicks means, see, अभी ये रिजल्ट आया है, इसके ऊपर क्या करना है? You will just click and go to the website. ठीक है? So that is clicks. When you click on the search results to visit the website, that is called clicks. Now after clicks, we are seeing CTR. Now what is CTR? Is the ratio of people clicking and finding your website. That means with one keyword your website has appeared 100 times. Now out of that 100 times, how many times people visited your website or they clicked on your website. So CTR is the ratio of clicks, total clicks and total impression. आपका CTR जितना अच्छा रहेगा, if your CTR is above 5, consider that you are in the first page of Google. If your CTR is above 10, समझ जाओ तुम top 4 to 5 results में हो. If your CTR is above 5, ठीक है, समझ जाना तुम Google के first page में हो. If your CTR is above 7 or 10, समझ लेना कि तुम्हारा वेबसाइट गूगल के टॉप 2 और 3 रिजल्ट्स में आ रहा है. Average position means the average position of your keywords. Now when you scroll down,
सर CTR आपने कहा कि जब हम क्लिक करते हैं तो वो CTR मतलब टॉप 5 में आ जाता है, जितना CTR ज्यादा होगा. तो अगर मेरा वेबसाइट एज़म किसी का वेबसाइट नया है, उसका वेबसाइट तो कोई नहीं जानेगा, पहले गूगल उसको फर्स्ट पेज में रैंक कराएगा, फिर ना लोग जानेगा अच्छा इसका वेबसाइट है, फिर ना CTR बढ़ेगा.
Absolutely.
फिर पहले CTR के हिसाब से गूगल कैसे फर्स्ट पेज में रैंक करा सकता है?
गूगल CTR की वजह से रैंक नहीं कर रहा है. तुम्हारा रैंक अगर अच्छा है तो CTR तुम्हारा अच्छा होगा. ठीक है, so it all depends upon your content, keywords. If your SEO is properly done or not. If your SEO is not properly done, you will not rank on the first page of Google. अगर first page में नहीं होगा तो तुम्हारा CTR अच्छा नहीं होगा. Yes, tell me.
सर ये जो क्लिक्स एंड इम्प्रेशन है, ये डिफरेंस क्या है? What is the clicks and what is the impression?
सपोज करो तुम 7 Boats Academy आ रहे हो. ठीक है, तुमने गूगल में सर्च किया बेस्ट डिजिटल मार्केटिंग ट्रेनिंग इन कोलकाता. गूगल में बहुत सारे रिजल्ट्स हैं, उसमें से एक रिजल्ट 7 Boats भी है. ठीक है, तो आप क्या करोगे? पहले तो देखोगे ना कौन कौन से रिजल्ट्स आ रहा है, उसके बाद आप किसी किसी वेबसाइट पे क्लिक करोगे. So impression means number of times your website appeared in Google search page. कोई भी अगर कीवर्ड से सर्च कर रहा है तो how many times your website has been found or how many times your website has been discovered when someone is searching with your keyword. Clicks means number of times your users visited the website against impression. अगर Google search में results नहीं आएगा तो लोग क्लिक कैसे करेंगे? Clicks, we say it action against impression. तो एक्शन एक ही होता है. अगर तुम्हारा वेबसाइट में इंप्रेशन है तो एक्शन होगा और लोग people will visit your website. Okay? Now see here, these are the keywords using which hotel Coral is ranking. बिचितपुर बेस्ट होटल्स हैं देखा. ठीक है, दीघा बीचेस. थोड़ा सा मैं रिजल्ट को और इनलार्ज करता हूँ. Now see, यहाँ पे इतने सारे रिजल्ट्स हैं. दीघा होटल्स, इंप्रेशन कितना है? 828. क्लिक्स कितने हैं? 7. CTR is 0.8. What does this mean?
It means it is not coming down in the search result.
Yes, Digha Hotel. Now, if I search with Google, if I go to Google and search, यहाँ पे देखो कितना क्या है? OTS का साइट आ रहा है, फिर शांति कहते हैं, ओयो रूम, यात्रा, बुकिंग. See, फर्स्ट पेज में गूगल में इसका वेबसाइट नहीं है.
Sir, इसका on page and off page SEO is not working good. That's why also.
When you search for Digha hotels, what is your intention?
Pardon, sir?
Whenever you are searching for Digha hotels or hotels in Digha, what is your intention? Don't you want to compare the hotels, rooms, price, and what are the different hotels?
Yes.
Got it? So same चीज है यहाँ पे. Whenever you are searching for Digha hotels or hotels in Digha, the user Google will understand user intention that they are looking for list of hotels. तो उस केस में देखोगे हमेशा OTS वेबसाइट ही दिखाएगा, ऑनलाइन ट्रैवल एजेंट. तो फर्स्ट पेज में देखो किसी भी कॉम्पिटिटर का वेबसाइट नहीं दिखा रहा है. मेक माई ट्रिप, ओयो रूम्स, गो आईबीगो, देन यात्रा, booking.com, ट्रिवैगो, ट्रिप एडवाइजर, क्रिएल ट्रिप, ट्रैवल ग्रुप. तो सारे OTS का ही वेबसाइट दिखा रहा है. OTA, ऑनलाइन ट्रैवल एजेंट्स. तो जितना भी ये सारे वेबसाइट्स है उसको भी रिजल्ट शो करेगा. सो आई न्यू दैट आई विल नेवर बी एबल टू रैंक ऑन दिस कीवर्ड. ये कीवर्ड पे मैं कितना भी कोशिश करूं, आई वोंट बी एबल टू रैंक इट बिकॉज़ यूजर इंटेंशन समझना है ना. user intention says that they want to list down they want to see the list of the websites or list of the hotels. So it will always show these websites. But if you search any other keywords, apart from these 2 or 3 keywords, you will find hotel coral. Okay? So that way you have to identify, जैसे यहाँ पे देखो, honeymoon places in West Bengal. ठीक है? जैसे इस जगह safe for unmarried couples. तो इस तरह का कोई भी लॉन्ग फॉर्म कंटेंट अगर कीवर्ड तुम डालोगे जो पीपल सर्च करते हैं उसमें होटल कोरल ही तुमको मिलेगा. Any keywords apart from these 4, if you search, you will find hotel coral digga.
So, but then one thing which I wanted to ask, like you told me, because if someone searches hotels in Digga, yeah, Digga hotels, because there are big players like TripAdvisor and all. So, because I'm sure they might be doing a lot of research, SEO and all these things. So that is the reason that this page would not be visible. But then how do I get to know that whether this keyword is suitable for my web page or not? Should I do SEO regarding these keywords or should I not do SEO regarding these?
Whatever effort you put, you will not be able to rank on these 2 keywords.
Okay.
Digga hotels and hotels in Digga.
Okay.
Intention क्या है समझना पड़ेगा. See, Google क्या करता है? Intention based result show करता है, right? Based on my intention. If I am typing Digha hotels, my intention is I want to see the list of websites. I want to see the list of hotels. I want to see the prices, right? तो Google हमेशा वैसे रिजल्ट शो करेगा. नो मैटर आप अपना एसईओ कितना भी अच्छा कर लो. ठीक है? तो it's not that इसका एसईओ नहीं हुआ है. You have to understand that if website is ranking on all other keywords, why not just these keywords? Because user का intention तो fulfill नहीं हो रहा है. Because hotel coral is just one website. अभी suppose करो मैं एक blog लिख देता हूँ top 10 Digha hotels to stay. मैं एक ब्लॉग लिखता हूँ जिसमें 10 होटल का मैं नाम डाल देता हूँ होटल कोरल. तो होटल कोरल में आई विल राइट अ ब्लॉग टॉप 10 होटल्स इन दिघा.
ओके.
तो उसमें क्या होगा? आई हैव टू मेंशन द नेम ऑफ 10 होटल्स.
यस.
बट इज दैट गुड फॉर माय बिजनेस? मैं अपनी वेबसाइट में किसी और का नाम डाल रहा हूँ.
हाँ, because then you are generating competition in your website.
Yes. The second thing is कल को वो वेबसाइट सपोज करो मैंने दूसरा किसी वेबसाइट को 8th रैंक पे दिया है. Now that website can file a complaint against me. मैंने क्यों उसको 8th रैंक पे दिया है? ठीक है? So this is the reason why we are not working on those keywords, because I won't be able to rank. And this is the next strategy which I don't want to follow. All right. So apart from that, if you search with any keyword, you will find hotel coral. ठीक है? तो let's say Chorabali in sea. Is Digha safe? See, ये वाला जो रिजल्ट है ना, is Digha safe for unmarried couples? ये देखो, ये जो रिजल्ट आ रहा है स्निपेट में, ये रिजल्ट आ रहा है, इसके नीचे भी किसी में इस तरह से प्रीव्यू हो रहा है. सिर्फ ये पहला रिजल्ट में ना इस तरह से प्रीव्यू आ रहा है, इतना बड़ा रिजल्ट शो कर रहा है. दिस इज कॉल्ड जीरोथ पोजीशन. जीरो पोजीशन और जीरोथ पोजीशन. See, this blog was published in 2018. आज कितना है?
14, 20, 15, 6, 2020.
So it's more than 2 years, but still this website or this blog is ranking because of the content structure. So if your content is good, if your content explains the reason with details, with proper heading and all that, there will be the possibility that you can bring your website in 0th position. If your website is in 0th position, your conversion or CTR will be higher. अगर 0th position में है तो तुम्हारा CTR हमेशा 13, 15, 20 के ऊपर में रहेगा.
सर एक मिनट मैं देखता हूँ तो आपको ये वाला.
So, but then is it good to have your website on the top, like the 0th position which you're telling, or is it good for people to have their website on the 2nd position?
See, by default मेरा नजर पहला रिजल्ट पे जाता है. जब भी हम गूगल में सर्च करते हैं फर्स्ट रिजल्ट पे ही मेरे नजर से आता है। तो जितना ऊपर रिजल्ट रहेगा उतना ज्यादा ट्रैफिक जनरेट करोगे।
Okay. But then a lot of times I've seen, sir, like supposing if I'm searching about someone, like when I was searching about like courses of digital marketing in Kolkata, like I personally did that research, so I can tell you for that. A lot of institutes came up where on the right hand side there was a two-letter coming as AD ad. Okay, so that I could understand that they're running an ad, but then I was not interested in actually going to someone who was running an ad, because my thinking was like, might be if they're running ad, I'm not very sure how the content would be. But I was not very reluctant on actually joining them. But then I did went through their website, but then I just wanted to see what they're offering, and then I compared with the other online marketing courses as well. I could see 7 boats also, but then there was no ad written on that. And actually, I compared everything, and then I joined 7 boats, to be very honest.
See, the young generation knows about these things. What is ads and all that. Everyone knows who. If you pay, you can get yourself on the top of the list.
Yeah.
Okay, so youth in India, wherein you have 70% of youth audience, they know how these things work. So people are very reluctant to go to ads. Even though they will go, but they will. I mean that is not a decision-making factor. All right. So even with us, a lot of students have asked, why don't you run ads? Why your competitors are running above? Their result is above you. What they are showing ads above on your keywords. So even sometimes you search with 7 words, you will see my competitors ad will show. So they are using my keyword. So what is happening? See, if someone wants to take admission in 7 boats, they will come and find 7 boats itself. And student knows about these things, ads and all that. So they are very reluctant to go to an institute which is running ads and all that. So see, you have to go for a mixed strategy, wherein you have to go for a combination of SEO and ads also, depending upon industry to industry. Now, for example, if it's a let's say home appliances repair, doesn't matter, you will go for this one. If you're looking for a showroom, doesn't matter, you'll go for that one. So the results. So based on the industry to industry, when it comes to education, people do a lot of research, especially in India. आप थोड़ा सा अर्बन लोकेशन में चले जाओ तो हो सकता है पीपल जो टॉप में आया उसको देख लिया, बट व्हेन इट कम्स सबब्स में जब ये करोगे, बट व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट द सिटीज, व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट यू, दे आर वेरी टेक हैवी. So they do a lot of research before joining any institute and all that. ठीक है? So ads may not be effective when it comes to education, business and all that. ठीक है?
Yes.
और plus for this case, इसका SEO already इतना strong है ना कि इसका रूम हमेशा ऐसे इतना full रहता है. So I don't have to worry about it. ठीक है? So see.
So it is also coming down in the Quora also. It was 24 September 2016. Sorry. One of the reputed hotels, Hotel Coral Digha, is probably the best choice for staying at Digha. Rooms are luxurious and good for staying. Room service and staff are ... It is given in the below after the search. I'm getting it in this.
Yeah, fine. Happens. Someone has answered from my team about this hotel, or maybe some genuine people may have answered this. All right. So here we will see a list of keywords using which people are coming to my website. All right. Now this means my website has been optimized with these keywords. अगर मैंने अपनी वेबसाइट में ये keywords डाल के कोई optimization नहीं किया होता, वेब पेज और ब्लॉग, तो मेरा वेबसाइट रैंक में नहीं आता. See, लॉकडाउन में देखा, चेक करते हैं. लॉकडाउन में देखा, इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स न्यूज, फर्स्ट में रिजल्ट तो नहीं शो कर रहा है, यहाँ पे आ रहा है. नो, सी एक ब्लॉग लिखा था, उसकी वजह से दिस वेबसाइट इज ड्राइविंग सर्टेन ट्रैफिक. ठीक है? सो दीज आर द लिस्ट ऑफ कीवर्ड्स. विचित्रपुर नेचर कैंप, विचित्रपुर सेंचुरी, मैंगो सेंचुरी. तो कहीं ना कहीं तुम्हारे वेब पेज में, तुम्हारे ब्लॉग में यू मस्ट हैव यूज्ड दिस काइंड ऑफ कीवर्ड्स. All right. So this is the output of your SEO work. In simple word, you can say. If your SEO is
blogs
good,
are really important.
Absolutely.
Blogs are important.
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
important for a website, because like the more content you write, the more better it is for your search.
Absolutely. Google doesn't prefer a static website. So if you have created 10 pages on a website and you have left it for years, Google will, they will not show your website in Google first page or second page. It depends upon the competition also.
So that means you have to keep on updating your website, like might be
Absolutely.
a weekly basis or might be every 3 days.
Every week you need to go for minimum one blog. Per blog, yeah, one blog per week. That is the minimum that you need to have if you want to rank your website. All right. So keep adding new
every
website.
blog has to have something new as a content also, and it has to have some of these search engine optimization keywords.
Sure, absolutely. So this is what we have seen in on-page SEO, the way we were seeing right now before we started the class.
Yes.
So every page has to be optimized properly so that it can rank. So if your blog is not properly optimized, it won't rank. If it won't rank, then it's of no use, right? So Hotel Coral का जितना भी blog है वो rank में आता है. If you search anything related to Digha, you will find Hotel Coral. ठीक है, दीघा से रिलेटेड कुछ भी सर्च करो, हाउस बोट इन दीघा, वाटर स्पोर्ट्स इन दीघा, इको रिजॉर्ट्स इन दीघा, कुछ भी सर्च करो, यू विल कम अक्रॉस होटल कोरल दीघा. क्योंकि हम क्या करते हैं, इससे रिलेटेड कुछ भी आता है ना, दीघा से रिलेटेड कोई भी न्यूज आता है, वी पब्लिश अ ब्लॉग. ये देखो इको रिजॉर्ट्स, ये देखो 2 ब्लॉग आ रहा है इसका. ठीक है. So using blogs, you keep on optimizing your website so that it can rank higher on Google. All right. So this is the queries. So these are the queries through which people are coming to your website. कौन सा keyword में कितना impressions आ रहे हैं? You can check this out. Now coming to the.
सर आपके ये होटल कोरल दीघा का ब्लॉग्स कहाँ पे रिटर्न राइट कर रहे हैं आप?
वेबसाइट में जाओ, वेबसाइट में जाके चेक करो.
ओके, अच्छा ब्लॉग्स खोल के अलग से है सर सेपरेट पेज?
हाँ, वेबसाइट में ब्लॉग्स का एक सेक्शन होता है. सी वर्डप्रेस में ना ऑन साइट ब्लॉग होता है, तो कुछ भी लिखोगे तो उसमें ही चला जाएगा. नाउ गो टू द पेजेस, व्हिच आर द पॉपुलर पेजेस ऑफ योर वेबसाइट. ये देखो, ये मेरा पॉपुलर पेजेस है. नाउ सी hassle free hotel bookings in Digha for unmarried couples. Now for example, I am seeing 12,000 people have found this website and 222 came to the website. Now see, this is a popular page for me, right? So I can come up with some sort of offers. I can come up with some sort of promotion on this particular page, right?
Okay. Yes,
so I can see these are my popular pages. So what should I do? I should leave it? No, I'll utilize the opportunity. I will add certain offers so that I can convert traffic into paying customer. अगर मैंने वहां पे 20% डिस्काउंट दे दिया, ठीक है, या कुछ कूपन कोड दे दिया, हो सकता है ना लोग मेरे वेबसाइट पे आ जाएंगे. दे कैन यूज redeem that coupon and take the service, especially during this time, during this lockdown where people are not going, but now slowly they have started going, but then still people are very much scared. तो अगर तुम ये सारे पेजेस में अगर तुम हाईलाइट कर दो कि यू आर मेंटेनिंग ऑल सैनिटाइजेशंस, you are using disinfectants, you are using all precautionary measures to fight corona and all that, तो अभी लोगों को क्या लगेगा, अच्छा ये होटल में ये सब कर रहा है, so चलो let me take a visit. ठीक है. So you can list out, you can see which are the popular pages and how you can utilize your popular pages. जैसे किसी भी, if you go to any mall, जो उसका फ्रंट सेक्शन होता है, जो सामने वाला दुकान होता है, उसका रेंट सबसे ज्यादा होता है. क्यों? क्योंकि वहां पे विजिबिलिटी सबसे ज्यादा हो गया. जितना ज्यादा विजिबिलिटी उतना ज्यादा कन्वर्जन. सो इफ आई सी दीज आर माय पॉपुलर पेजेस, मैं यहाँ पे अपना इंपॉर्टेंट एलिमेंट्स को ऐड कर सकता हूँ, ऑफर, क्लेम, इस तरह की चीजों को डाल सकता हूँ. तो क्या होगा, वहां से कन्वर्जन का चांसेस और बढ़ जाएगा. ऑलराइट. देन कम्स कंट्री वाइज डेटा. यू कैन सी, ये सब उतना हम नहीं देखेंगे. Majorly we will see these two sections, queries and page. इसके साथ you can also see date by date, which date how much on which date how much impression clicks you got. तो ये सब तुम देख सकते हो. Again, this is not very much effective for me. I prefer on going these two sections. Now, in this page section, see, if you click on this page, it will show you the results, impression, clicks, CTR, what we have seen in the dashboard. Now, देखो इस पेज में यहाँ query का option है. If you click on this query, it will show you कि इस particular page में कौन-कौन से keyword से लोग आए हैं. ठीक है? Which keyword people have used to come to this particular page.
Okay.
Got it? तो इसमें क्या होगा ना, बहुत सारा कीवर्ड तुमने यूज करा है, बहुत सारे रिलेटेड कीवर्ड भी गूगल यूज शो कर देता है. ठीक है, जैसे यहाँ पे देखो अलग अलग कीवर्ड्स हैं, तो कौन कौन से कीवर्ड से लोग इस पेज में आ रहे हैं, यू कैन सी द रिजल्ट्स. ठीक है, जैसे यहाँ पे एक देखो कीवर्ड आ रहा है दीघा होटल गर्ल बुक. ठीक है, if you go to this landing page, if you go to this content, ये कहीं पे भी मेंशन नहीं करा है कि यहाँ पे गर्ल्स बुकिंग हो सकता है and all that. But when you say unmarried couples, booking, girls, इस तरह का जब स्ट्रॉन्ग लेते हो ना, तो गूगल इंटेंशन बेसिस पे इसको रैंक कर सकता है. ठीक है, इंटेंशन, यूजर इंटेंशन के बेसिस पे ये रैंक कर दिया है. बट इफ यू सी, वी हैव नॉट मेंशन्ड एनीवेयर कि यहाँ पे आप गर्ल्स बुक कर सकते हो एंड ऑल दैट. ये सब नहीं है. ऑलराइट, सो बेस्ड ऑन सर्च इंटेंशन एट टाइम्स गूगल शोज योर वेबसाइट. मंदरमनी, इफ समवन हैज सर्च फॉर मंदरमनी, मेरा वेबसाइट आया. मौसमी आइलैंड, उसमें सर्च करा तो भी आ गया है. ठीक है. Now, at times you will see some of the keywords may not have been used in this landing page. So, if you find this keywords is good, for example, couple friendly hotels in देखा, देखो तो couple friendly hotel यहाँ पे दिया है. couple friendly hotel in देखा, let me see. नहीं यूज हुआ है. So, see, this is a good keyword, right? तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, इसी कंटेंट को फर्दर ऑप्टिमाइज कर सकता हूँ विद दिस कीवर्ड. तो क्या होगा, मेरा रैंक और इंप्रूव हो जाएगा. ठीक है, कीप अपडेटिंग ऑल कंटेंट बाय एडिंग न्यू कीवर्ड्स. ठीक है, तो इस तरह से तुम डाल सकते हो. अनमैरिड कपल्स, या टेल मी
सर. क्वेरीज में एक है दीघा वेदर. दीघा वेदर के साथ तो कोड़ाल दीघा होटल का कोई भी रिलेशन नहीं है, मतलब
नहीं हो सकता है. देखो नहीं है, बट कभी कभी लोग सर्च करते हैं बेस्ट टाइम टू विजिट दीघा, और इन विच वेदर पीपल शुड विजिट दीघा. ठीक है, तो तुम उस तरह से ये कंटेंट को यूज कर सकते हो, राइट? बेस्ट टाइम टू विजिट दीघा एंड ऑल दैट. तो यू कैन यूज दोस पर्टिकुलर कीवर्ड्स. ठीक है, सो यू कैन डू अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स ओवर हियर. दीघा टूर हो गया, थिंग्स टू डू इन दीघा. ठीक है, तो थिंग्स टू डू इन दीघा हो तो सर्च करोगे, यू विल फाइंड अनदर ब्लॉग दैट वी हैव पब्लिश्ड. सो दिस वे यू कैन सी, एंड जो तुम्हारा इंपॉर्टेंट है उस सबको तुम यूज कर सकते हो. ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज अ वेरी क्रिटिकल और दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फंक्शन इन गूगल सर्च कंसोल, कि यहाँ पे तुम पेज बाय पेज परफॉर्मेंस देख सकते हो, कौन से पेज में कौन से कीवर्ड से लोग आ रहे हैं. एंड
can you go to device feeds, devices?
क्या करने का इसमें, कितने लोग डेस्कटॉप से आ रहे हैं, कितने लोग मोबाइल से आ रहे हैं, वो तुम देख सकते हो.
Right. That is what exactly I'm trying to.
Maximum people will come from mobile devices.
Because of the industry, sir.
Yeah. Normally 70% browsing are done through mobile devices. ठीक है, तो that we can see. So see, यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं queries, pages, queries per page, everything we can check it from here. Alright? Google Discover छोड़ दे रहे हैं, इसमें basically normal news के insights वगैरह देगा. Now let's come to the coverage section. Now in coverage section we will see if Google while indexing, while crawling, if Google faces an issue, यहाँ पे वो error show कर देगा. तो यहाँ पे देखो zero error है. That means Google hasn't found any issue while indexing my website. Alright. Sitemap. This is very important. Now what is a sitemap? Sitemap is the web directory of your website. This means तुम्हारे वेबसाइट में कितने सारे पेजेस हैं उसका पूरा लिस्ट है यहाँ पे। नाउ इफ यू डोंट कीप साइटमैप फॉर योर वेबसाइट, गूगल क्या करेगा, तुम्हारा होम पेज आएगा, तुम्हारा होम पेज से तुम्हारे इंटरनल पेजेस को लिंक करेगा, ठीक है, वो दे विल ट्राई टू फाइंड ऑल द पेजेस ऑफ योर वेबसाइट सो दैट दे कैन इंडेक्स एंड दे कैन रैंक, ठीक है। सो इन फर्स्ट केस गूगल विल ट्राई टू फाइंड ऑल द पेजेस। जब मुझे पता है देयर इज अ इजी वे टू गिव माय वेबसाइट लिस्ट, वेब पेज लिस्ट using sitemap, why should not I do it? So using sitemap we can create our sitemap list. That means a page where all your lists or your web pages are mentioned, so that Google can quickly crawl each and every page and rank my website. ठीक है? So how to set up a sitemap? Log in to your WordPress website. In WordPress, it's one click process, one click way to set up a sitemap. In Yoast SEO plugin और Rank Map plugin, दोनों में बहुत सिंपल तरीका होता है, एक बटन बस इनेबल करो और तुम्हारा ये हो जाएगा, ठीक है। तो ये देखो, जैसे you go to small Yoast SEO,
Sir, दिखाई दे रहा है।
हाँ
Sir, I cannot see your screen.
किसी और को प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है क्या?
No.
एक बार you can leave and join back.
Yes,
ठीक है, you can leave and join back.
Okay.
So in this dashboard, see there is an option for features. In features there is an option for XML sitemap. यहाँ पे देखो on करके रखे हुए हैं, ठीक है। Whenever you use such a plugin, by default it will be on. Select, it will auto activate the XML sitemap, ठीक है। So your XML sitemap is created already. Now if you want to see your sitemap link, click on this help sign, see XML sitemap. So if you want to see your sitemap, ये रहा तुम्हारा URL. Alright, so if you click on this post, you can see how many posts has been uploaded in the web page, in this website, client side. So देखो total 442 URLs. So 442 blogs have been published on this client side, ठीक है। और उसका देखो सबका लिस्ट है यहाँ पे। So it's very simple, right? Google आसानी से जाके सारा पेजेस को इंडेक्स कर सकता है। So likewise, there is a section for pages and everything. So Google Sitemap, or this sitemap will help Google to index your website faster. ठीक है? Now sitemap submission. How to submit a sitemap? As we have said, you can see the markup, see the XML sitemap, you can see the list. Now copy this URL, sitemap_index.xml. Now यहाँ पे जाओगे और sitemap पे सबमिट कर दोगे, ठीक है। So Google will, so you have informed Google that these are my sitemap. So Google will start going to all these pages and quickly index your website. जितना ज्यादा इंडेक्स करेगा उतना जल्दी, जितना जल्दी इंडेक्स करेगा उतना ज्यादा तुम्हारा रैंक आएगा, ठीक है। Then comes removals. If you want any web page that should not show in Google, कोई एक वेब पेज बनाए हो जो गूगल में तुम शो नहीं करना चाहते हो, सर्च स्निपेट में या सर्च रैंक में नहीं आए, so using this you can do that. But this is not something we should do because we are creating our pages so that it can rank on Google. तो ये करने का जरूरत नहीं है आपको। Enhancement, core web vitals. So यहाँ पे देखो मोबाइल में 282 core URLs means there are 288 pages which is taking too much time to load. All right, so that is a part of development. You have to ask your developer to speed up your mobile URLs or web pages. Mobile usability. While indexing from mobile, if Google finds an issue, you can see the error here. यहाँ पे देखो एक error show कर रहा है, and I know what is that error. So this has to be taken care of. Usually, there are three reasons for this error. One is text too small to read. If your text is too small to read on mobile devices, वो थोड़ा सा फिर अच्छा experience नहीं होता है. So average font size on a website should be around 15 or 16 pixels. Clickable element too close together. That means दो call to action button या दो link आसपास में है, तो मैं क्लिक कहीं और करना चाह रहा हूं, कहीं और पे क्लिक हो सकता है. Content wider than screen. If your web page is not mobile responsive, वो हो गया तुम्हारा ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप करके तुम्हारा वेबसाइट को खोल के देखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. So I know this is one page which has this issue. So you will ask your developer to fix this thing. Breadcrumb का क्या है, याद है? What is a breadcrumb? Shiparna. What is breadcrumb? Hello, am I audible to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, याद है breadcrumb क्या है? Yes, no, answer should be. याद है तो बोलो, नहीं याद है तो नहीं बोलो. Why everyone is silent?
Oh, hello, sir.
सो रहे हो?
Hello.
हाँ बोलो.
हाँ, comma hyphen.
What comma hyphen?
In title page we use comma hyphen to separate words.
क्या तुमको नहीं रहता है कोई चीज? Now see, whenever I'm searching for, let's say, content writing service in Google, ठीक है? Content writing service in Kolkata, for instance. Now, let me just open this website. Let me see if they have. No, they have not followed the breadcrumb structure. Let me type sales page writing service. Now see, if I search sales page writing service, see, sales page writing service is under content writing. Content writing is under internet marketing. Internet marketing is under services. So this is called page hierarchy. ठीक है? इसी को बोलते हैं breadcrumb structure, जो यहाँ पे URL show करता है. Alright? So this is called breadcrumb. So if there will be any issue with the breadcrumb, it will show issues. तो कोई एक issue है, इसको आपको you have to ask the developer to fix these elements. Alright? Manual security. If your website has any infection or malicious file or security threat, Google will show you the alert over here. ठीक है? If your website has any security issues, again, you can see the issues. यहाँ पे दिखा रहा है no issue detected. That means your website is safe and secure. Coming to links part. Links mean top linking pages. कौन-कौन से pages में सबसे ज़्यादा link हुआ है? Top linking external links means कौन-कौन से पेज में सबसे ज़्यादा external link हुआ है तुम्हारा? ठीक है? Home page. If you go to the home page of Hotel Coral देगा, you will find there is a link for Design by 7 Roads, Trivago, Booking.com. ये 3-4 links वगैरह है. External link क्या होता है?
From the external sources, links which redirects you to the other page or might be other source which has the similar content of what you are trying to say.
Right. External link when you are giving a link to a third-party website from your domain. So in Hotel Coral website, you at the bottom you will see there's a link for. So there is a link at the bottom for designed by 7boats. So 7boats is a third-party website, right? So that will be an external link. If anyone clicks on it, they leave the website. Secondly, similarly, there is a link for booking.com. On the top, there is an option for book now. The moment you click on book now, it will take you to another page through which you can do online booking. Likewise, at the bottom, there is a link for Trivago. जहाँ पे Trivago को सारा reviews वगैरह सब show कर रहा है. TripAdvisor, not Trivago. So TripAdvisor का सारा ratings, reviews वगैरह show करता है. If you click on it, you go to the Trivago page. ठीक है? So people will leave your website. Then comes internal link. Means when you are linking your internal pages. So home page में about us में यहाँ पे internal pages को link करा गया है. Top linking sites. This means this is from here you can identify from where you are getting the backlink. Now see Hotel Shanti Niketan, Digha. ये इसका competitor है. Hotel Coral का. Why it's giving a link? Because Hotel Coral and Shanti Niketan एक ही बंदे का दो प्रॉपर्टी है. ठीक है? तो मैंने क्या किया, वहां से इसको लिंक करते हैं, इससे उसको लिंक कर दिया, तो इसको बोलते हैं क्रॉस प्रमोशन. सो दैट वी हैव डन. तो इसका रिजल्ट क्या हो रहा है, उसका एसईओ इसमें बेनिफिट हो गया, इसका एसईओ उसको बेनिफिट कर दिया. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड टॉप लिंकिंग साइट्स. सो दिस शोज फ्रॉम वेयर यू आर गेटिंग द बैकलिंक. यू नीड टू क्लोजली मॉनिटर दिस वेबसाइट. देखो क्लाइंट साइड का लिंक आ रहा है, किसी ने किसी ब्लॉग में सब में डाला होगा. पिंटरेस्ट आ रहा है. पिंटरेस्ट क्या है, ऑफ पेज
social media site.
It's more of a social platform site, bookmarking site and all that. तो वहां से आ रहा है, Jojo से आ रहा है, raw rank आ रहा है. So likewise you can identify. So this part you have to carefully monitor, because see off page SEO करने के लिए you don't need any website access. कोई भी कहीं से भी कर सकता है. So my competitor may try to tarnish my image. So you have to carefully search all these lists. कहीं तुमको किसी बैड वेबसाइट से तो लिंक नहीं आ रहा है. अगर किसी बैड वेबसाइट से बैकलिंक आएगा तो गूगल विल पेनलाइज योर वेबसाइट. सो केयरफुली यू हैव टू मॉनिटर दिस.
But then can we delete someone if someone is linking my website? Like if someone is trying to be mischievous and trying to put my name bad.
This is an option. So the option is you open a notepad.
Okay.
You note down all the URLs like that. सारे URLs को नोट डाउन कर लोगे. ठीक है, लेट्स से जी, ठीक है, लेट्स से .com. These are bad links. ठीक है, you open a notepad and you note down all these URLs. Save this file. Save this file with the name disavow. DISAVOW. You have to save this file with the name disavow. ठीक है, you have saved the file. Now log in through Google disavow tool. Google disavow tool, ठीक है, इसमें आपको जाने का है. लॉग इन विथ JBL ID जिससे वेबमास्टर एक्सेस कर रहे हो. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल होटल कोरल, ये मेरा वेब पेज है. डिसअलाउ लिंक, अपलोड दैट फाइल. वो जो फाइल हमने बनाया था ना जिसमें नोटपैड वगैरह है, वो फाइल को अपलोड करके इसमें डाल दोगे.
Okay.
Now you are putting request to Google to manually review these links. ठीक है, it might take certain time. वो करोगे तो Google will check and remove all those bad links from your website.
Okay.
ठीक है, so this is how we can do that.
Okay.
So this part is very critical. You have to carefully monitor this particular section, because यहाँ पे
So, but then if like supposing I want to link my website with some external sources, but then like last few classes you told me that if you have too many outsourced links, then you might lose out on my customer, because automatically I'm giving an external resource where they might go to their page and they might leave my page.
True, but this is not external page. This is top linking sites. This is backlink. So you're getting backlink from all these websites.
Okay. Got
Okay.
it. Yes.
So from
So
here you
in
can.
backlink, can I put my social media links also?
Yeah, absolutely. वो by default यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. Facebook वगैरह देखो Pinterest शो कर रहा है. ऐसा social bookmarking, right? Facebook कहीं पे होगा यहाँ पे शो कर रहा है या फिर नहीं भी इंडेक्स कर दो क्यों Facebook को, Twitter को, Instagram को Google एक सेपरेट सोशल कैटेगरी में ही डिफाइन करता है. ठीक है? तो उसमें नहीं आता है. So likewise, this is how you have to. This is what we have in Google Search Console. Alright? अभी कुछ नया फीचर्स आया है. Email preference, email all properties. Okay. If you want, you can download the reports. Backlink ratio, ये सब तुम सारा डाउनलोड कर सकते हो. ठीक है? See export. So you can create a report just like that. You export. अभी क्लाइंट को रिपोर्ट भेजना है, बस वहां से एक्सपोर्ट कर लो, यहाँ से ये रिपोर्ट क्लाइंट को भेज सकते हो. ठीक है? Because the ultimate objective of all these things is to prepare a report, right? You have to prepare a good report and you have to share with the client. Alright? पाई चार्ट बनाओ, ये चार्ट बनाओ, जो करना है करके अच्छे से रिपोर्ट प्रिपेयर करके सेंड करना होता है. Now see, यहाँ पे URL inspection का एक ऑप्शन है. Now using this URL inspection, suppose करो I am putting hotelcoraldia.com. Now it will show whether Google is indexing my web pages or not. By putting these URLs, Google will show whether Google is indexing my web page or not. ये देखो submitted and index कब हुआ है? 7:50. That's 15th of June. That's today. What time? 7:26. मतलब शाम को 7 बजे Google ने इंडेक्स करा है. So if Google is indexing your website or web pages or not, तुम उस URL को यहाँ पे डाल सकते हो. And Google will show you whether Google has indexed those web pages or not. ठीक है? So this is what we have in Google Search Console. Any question?
No, sir.
Anyone else? Suparna, Kalyan?
No, sir.
हेलो हेलो सर,
Kalyan.
मैं बोल रहा था सर, the result of the analysis report that is coming down is only for the Google Search Console, and those who are searching in Google, but there might be some other people who are searching in other search engines. Hello. There might be some other person who are also searching in other search engines like Bing or Yahoo or XYZ. But that result will not be shown over here, I believe.
No, absolutely no.
Okay. So whenever we are, as a digital marketing person, we need to analyze the report and we have to give it to the client or the company member we're working with. Then we need to analyze in Google and we have to do a separate search analysis on that platform also.
Yeah, see, जैसे Bing का भी अपना webmaster है, ठीक है? Bing का भी अपना analytics है. So if you want, you can go ahead and create a report for that one also. ठीक है?
अच्छा.
90% of the users use Google only.
Okay.
So if you want, you can do it, or else ignore it. ठीक है?
Okay. Then we can take Google only.
Yeah.
सोशल मीडिया जैसे फेसबुक या इंस्टाग्राम, इसमें भी तो होगा ना, जैसे वेबसाइट में मतलब गूगल में होता है, जैसे सोशल मीडिया में भी तो